Hey, welcome. And we are counting down the days to the Sam Rayburn tournament, which is the season opener on the MLF Tacklewarehouse Pro Circuit. So there we are, 16 days left to the first day of that event. So we're just kind of recounting what I do here. So what did I do today for preparations? Well, typically what I've been doing every day is I've been doing some research on YouTube and just that kind of stuff. And really the only research I did today is I found just a little brief article about the BFL tournament they had on Sam Rayburn on Saturday. And I already seen the weights, looked at that the other day, but in here, it's just the leader just gave a brief, just a couple sentences is what he caught him on. And he said he caught him on a drop shot with a watermelon red flake Zoom finesse worm, is what it said. And he said he caught 30 to 40 fish. I don't know if that means 30 to 40 keepers or just 30 to 40 just fish. Whether they're keepers or non-keepers, didn't say. I don't know. But odds are, if he's fishing that way, odds are he's on a deep bite. He was on a school of fish. In fact, I think he said he had two schools of fish, or what? Or am I confusing that with something else I read? Anyways, yeah, that would be I think I am confusing it with something else I read. So, anyways, but that was the Zoom finesse worm, watermelon red flake, drop shot. It's got to be deep water pattern. It got to be schooling fish. No depth was given. No part of the lake was given. So I'm just gonna have to figure it out from there, if that's what I want to do. And I sure I do like that deep bite, because what we saw on the 2020 tournament, the deep bite was a great way to get a good start to the day, and then moving shallower later. Like that shallow bite really didn't pick up till later in the day. So if you can start the first half of the day deep and then transition over to shallow, I think that's a good strategy. And that way you get that deep bite, get the good start, and then when those bigger fish start moving shallow, you can maybe capitalize on a couple of those big bites. So anyhow, what the biggest thing I did today? So that's whatever. The biggest thing I did today was I've got my jig skirt box reorganized. So basically, I got two boxes of skirt material because I make a lot of my own custom skirts. I've been doing it for years that way. I use it like I'm sponsored by All Terrain Tackle. I use a lot of their stuff right out of the package, but then just from years of tying skirts, I've got a few favorites of mine that I like to put into action sometimes. So I carry these two boxes, and not only for jigs but for spinnerbait skirts as well. So I wanted to condense these two boxes into one box, which is what I did. It takes a lot of time. You're sorting through this stuff, and you're like, man, how can I leave this behind? How can I leave that behind? Oh, I remember a 4-pounder I caught on this one. Oh, this was good for, I had a great day on Lake Toho with this bag, and it's like, how do you leave this stuff behind? But I really got to make more room in my camper, because over the years I keep adding stuff and not taking enough out, and can't use it all. So try to leave behind the stuff I think I'm not going to use. The other thing I spent a lot of time on today, I mean, literally almost 5 hours I spent working on my chatterbait stuff. So I reorganized my chatterbait box, took out a bunch of stuff I didn't want, typically the stuff that I know I'm not going to throw. So I took all that out, reorganized what was in there, added some goodies, some goodies I will be using in there, and then my backup box, reorganized that, and that literally took like 4 to 5 hours. I mean, if you can believe that. It was quite the job. I mean, it seems so simple, but I mean, it's the problem. I have this problem whenever I go to resort and reorganize tackle. It's like I'll grab a lure and I just look at it. I'm like, oh man, I caught 2 3 pounders on this, back in 2003. It's like, not well, chatterbaits weren't made in 2003, but I'm just talking in general. When I am sorting tackle, just there's memories tied to a lot of baits that are in my box, and as you're adding, I'm always trying to add the latest and greatest, and as I do that, then pretty soon you're out of room and so on. So anyways, that's what I do with my tackles. A couple important steps, and I'll be continuing to try to do a little, work on some tackle every day up until I leave. The other thing I did is just to prepare, as I prepare for this Rayburn tournament and the season opener, is just continuing with my fitness program. Today was a running day. When I run for 30 minutes. And I don't know how far that is. I don't know what distance that is. I just run, get my heartbeat going. It's good exercise for my legs. And so I got that in today. So there you have it. That's what I did today. And we'll check back tomorrow. Hopefully I got some more stuff done. Over.